brief. Few components are very similar to different types of journals actually, according to the standard of journal. For example, if you will take UGCK journal, our writing style must be different. If you will take any Scopus or Web of Science journals, definitely it may be different. Recently, ABDC journals we have, according to the ABC categories, we need to change our writing style, and we need to go with in-depth analysis, everything. So by considering all these aspects, we need to understand how we need to write a research paper exclusively for social sciences. Now I'm going to start. So in this session, I'm going to explain about a brief format of social, article writing, and also I'm going to explain about how we will prepare different types of questions in questionnaire, and how we will frame a simple questionnaire by using Google Form, and how we will code the responses by using Google Form, and how we will upload all those responses coding into SPSS. Okay, is my screen is visible, sir? Is my presentation is visible, sir? Is my presentation is visible, sir?
No, ma'am.
Okay, madam. Now it is visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'm going to about today's contents of the session: research problem, how we will decide the title for our manuscript, abstract preparation, introduction, review of the literature, research methodology, findings, suggestions, and how we need to conclude for an article, references, especially references. Today's session, I will explain about how we will write references by using MS Office. Tomorrow, I will explain how we will write references by using Quillbolt software or AI tool, and questionnaire preparation, coding of questionnaire into to enter into SPSS. So, what do you mean by a research problem? First of all, before going to identify a research problem, we need to understand we need to exclusively choose any particular area, or we need to go with any specific area. For example, so many people are there, they are from education or commerce or business administration background. For example, we want to assess the student performance in the classroom. Otherwise, we want to understand students attitude about artificial intelligence, their intention or their perception towards involvement of artificial intelligence in the education system. We want to assess this problem, for example. Before identifying this problem, we need to understand whether there is any existing literature is available, whether there are any previous studies are available for this particular topic. Yes. The research problem is about we need to identify the existing literature gap. Based upon that gap only, how we will understand that particular research gap? Based upon the reviews or literature given by previous researchers, definitely we can understand the research gap. So that is the best source of generating new research problem for any new researchers, definitely. And what type of practical problems experienced by previous researchers? What are the barriers or the limitations that particular previous researchers or previous studies have? We need to identify that research gap. That will be origin for our research problem. So research problem identification is first and foremost step in research or any type of social science study. And some researches we will do based by considering research gap, we will extend our research. So always remember, the new research will be an extension of the existing research. So what type of research we are going to do? Whether we are going any descriptive writing or through observation by questionnaire, anything we are writing. So we need to understand type of research what we are doing. Next, elements of a research problem. So if you will consider research problem, you need to identify that particular research problem. You need to understand. For example, we want to assess students' perception towards involvement of artificial intelligence in the field of education. That is our research problem, for example. So what we want to achieve, what we want to research, what we want to assess in that particular problem, we want to assess students perception. So that is the reason research problem must have some particular objective, it must have some problem. Based upon that problem only we can do any investigation or study or research. So it must has few questions like why we are doing everything, inquiry or study, and subject matter or topic. So we need to understand. Yes, we are going to analyze the impact, the perception of student. So that student perception is our title mostly. That is about how AI is showing impact on education, how it is showing impact on student, and how they are perceiving it. So that is about the subject matter. Place or local, that means where you are going to conduct your research. That means any particular geographical area you are specific, you have any specifications while conducting any particular you are taking any academic institution, or you are going to take few students from any particular geographical place, everything you need to consider. So where you are going to conduct your research, period, that means every research has, every study has a particular time frame or time limit. So you need to understand that period or time what you are going to allot for your research. And population or universe, for example, the study, for example, if I'm doing this entire study by taking one particular organization or particular university, yes, definitely I have my finite population because I know the strength of the students belong to that particular college. But exclusively if I want to do it in entire Tamil Nadu, I don't know exclusively how many students are there in the whole academic institutions belong to Tamil Nadu state, definitely. So for that purpose, at that time, maybe my population may be any infinite or unknown. So I need to decide what type of population I am taking, whether it is finite or infinite, whether it is known population or unknown population. So these are the things I need to consider before framing a particular research problem.
Sorry to interrupt you, ma'am. Slide
Yes.
is not changed.
Now it is changed, madam. See once.
No, ma'am, it's not changed.
Wait, madam.
Yeah, now we are able to see
Okay, madam.
contents of the session.
Now it is visible, madam. Research problem, is it okay? Elements of research problem, is it okay, madam?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay. Okay, you understood my explanation, madam? Elements
Yeah,
of a
ma'am.
research problem. Okay. Shall I go to the next slide? Okay, now is it visible, madam? Title of the manuscript.
Yeah.
Okay. So by considering all these aspects of research problem, that means where you are going to do your study, what type of population you are going to choose, your what type of that means your particular research time frame or study time frame, everything you need to consider. What exactly you want to measure, what exactly you want to assess or analyze, what type of factors you are taking. You need to take a brief summary. That brief summary must reflect on your research problem. So that research problem is associated with the title of your manuscript. By understanding the title itself, the respondent need to understand what researcher actually want to assess. So title of the manuscript will also play a crucial role, especially for the reviewers and for the editors, for the respondents who is going to respond to your questionnaire or for your study. Definitely they need to easily understand the title of the manuscript. So we need to select any title which need to take the attention of different types of reviewers, different types of academicians, different types of respondents. So definitely the title of the manuscript is very, very important. Next, introduction part. So actually, so many people will do this. They will write a lot of explanation in the introduction. Just they will do copy paste it, copy paste it. See, introduction is different. For every component, we have separate categories. Introduction has its own importance. Review of the literature has its own importance. For every for every element, we have specific content we need to add. So if you will take introduction, now you want to give the introduction about, for example, the same topic. If you will take student perception towards impact of artificial intelligence on education. If you will take the same topic in the introduction part, what you will give? You would need to explain about the artificial intelligence. You also need to include about the introduction of students' perception, how students are there in the this 21st century, how they are perceiving artificial intelligence. The basic points you need to give in the introduction, especially, and also the brief content about what you are going to do in the form of research. You need to give as an introduction. Coming to abstract, this is very, very important. Actually, before we need to give abstract only, after that we need to give the introduction. Coming to abstract, abstract simply we can say it is brief summary of your entire research. It is brief summary of your entire research. It must has the introduction component. It must has your elements, what you have taken, what type of variables you have taken for your study, what type of population, what type of sampling technique you have used, your sampling unit, sample size, everything, the statistical tools what you have used, what is your major findings, and what the existing literature gap what you identified, everything will be covered under abstract. If there will be any new words which are new to the study, or those words are you need to highlight, we can call it as keywords. So mostly this must be, if you will take any type of journal, they will clearly specifies that your abstract must be the length of 150 or 250 words with mostly 5 to 6 keywords. So that is the reason abstract first, by understanding the abstract itself, the reader or the reviewer can easily understand what you have done in your study. Even if there will be any candidate, if in our participants, if you are doing your phd, if you are doing your research, before going to collect any literature, first, rather than reading the entire paper or entire article, first please try to read abstract, because abstracts give you the clarity what actually that particular study contains. So this is about abstract. Coming to contents of the abstract, just let us take what type of aspects you need to mention in the abstract. You need to mention, for example, the question, that means your research problem, what you are going to assess actually. What is already known means, that means what already the existing literature is about, and what previous research has done, and what previous research is explaining, and what type of gap you found. From that particular gap, how you are generating new research problem. That is about the first and foremost thing you need to concentrate. What already known, and next, the main reasons, objectives you need to address especially, and also whether you are taking any new topic, otherwise you are going to take any topic which is an extension for the existing literature. So how you are going to fill that particular gap, whether the existing variables are sufficient, you are going to add any new more factors or new more variables to your study, everything, applying methods for analyzing the data, everything you need to mention. And research, what type of analytical tools you are going to utilize or what you have used, finding results or arguments, significance and implications of your findings. So based upon all the by covering all these aspects, you need to prepare an abstract. Coming to review of the literature, it is very, very important. If you will choose any new topic, definitely the existing literature or the existing review of the literature is very limited. But if you already taken any existing topics only, definitely you will get the most majority of the literature you have. So depends upon the type of topic you have opted. The review of the literature may be limited. Maybe you have vast content. So that is the reason review of the literature is very, very important. So you can collect that review of the literature from any existing journals, books, essays, scholarly articles, conference proceedings, association papers, theses, everything you will get. Now, fortunately, now we are in this digital era. Definitely, we can easily access more review of the literature from easily we can access review of literature, easily we can access, definitely. Next, coming to research methodology, yes, this is simply, we can say, blueprint for our entire study. What you are going to do, everything, what is your plan, entire plan, it will be there in research methodology. So research methodology, it will contain need for the study, scope, what extent you are covering, especially objectives. If you will take this topic, what I told you already, that is, I want to assess the impact of the perception of students on uh, adopting artificial intelligence in education, or impact of AI on education. We want to assess, that is my objective, how students are understanding it, how students are accepting that artificial intelligence in their education, whether there is any improvement in their academic performance by implementing AI tools in their education, whether they are getting any meritorious score. So I want to assess all these things. So objectives already, it will be connected with, according to our study, what we are going to assess, that will be our objective. Next, data collection and sampling procedure, we need to mention data collection. So if you will take the title what I have told you, that is about primary data, complete primary study we need to go with, because by using questionnaire or any type of research instruments or data collection instruments, we can do it this. So data collection, we need to understand what type of data we are going to utilize. For example, if you will take primary data for if you are giving questionnaire to the respondent, it will be come under primary data. You are going to collect any information by schedule, every any type of data collection instrument, it will come under primary data. What you are going to write, introduction or any type of existing review of the literature, everything will come under, you need to collect it from the secondary data, which is already existed in nature. And population, we need to identify. For example, if I want to do an entire study from one academic institution, my population will be finite. If I want to conduct for entire state, maybe I don't know the entire population, definitely it may be unknown population or it may be infinite population. So based upon that, I need to take sampling technique. Whether it will be a finite population, obviously we will go with probability techniques. If it will be infinite or unknown population, we will go with non-probability techniques. Even in non-probability techniques also, we have different types of sampling techniques. Even in probability techniques also, we have different types of probability techniques. So based upon the type of population, we will go with the sampling procedure, sampling technique, sampling area, sample size, everything. Tools and techniques used for analysis. So completely based upon the data, based upon hypothesis, based upon the variables, the relevancy, we need to go with what type of statistical test will be fit for our analysis. So tools and techniques used for analysis, we need to mention in the research methodology. Limitations, yes, I told you previous studies in the existing literature, they have their own limitations. From that limitations only, we found research gap. We are extending the entire research. Even our study also has limitations. So based upon limitation, for future researchers, they will find new research gaps. So we need to limit our research. We need to write limitations for our research. Next, how to write a simple hypothesis. This is the biggest problem so many researchers will face or will experience. See, what is the difference between null hypothesis and alternative hypothesis? First of all, we need to understand what do you mean by hypothesis. Hypothesis stands for what we are going to prove, what we are going to prove, or what we are going to test. Don't think that simply we can say it is our assumption. Simply hypothesis is a predictive statement. Simply hypothesis is what we are going to prove actually. Just it is not true, it is not false. We cannot say it is an uncertain aspect. So simply that is an assumption, that's it. So how we need to write null hypothesis and what in what way we need to write alternative hypothesis. Remember, all always remember hypothesis objectives must be associated with each other because hypothesis construction must based upon objectives only, because what you are going to assess, that is your objective. The same thing you need to mention in the hypothesis only, because there must be proper consistency between your hypothesis and objectives, then only you must be able to prove it. So that problem statement or objective what you have, it must reflect in your hypothesis. So what is the difference between null hypothesis and alternative hypothesis? If you will take null hypothesis, if you will take two factors in your hypothesis, if there is no, the null means zero. So there is no significant difference or there is no significant relationship between two factors. If you will write, we can call it as null hypothesis. But what do you mean by alternative hypothesis? Alternative hypothesis stands for example, if two factors are positively related with each other, if two factors are negatively related with each other, otherwise, if two factors are influencing, if one factor is influencing another factor, these three things are one factor is associated with another factor only. That means there is a significant relationship between two factors. We can call it as alternative hypothesis. Mostly, if you will take different types of statistical tools like correlation regression, in correlation regression, you can mention, you can highlight whether those two factors are positively related with each other or negatively related with each other, or is there is no relation at all. So depends. Even you need to choose statistical tools based upon your hypothesis also, based upon factors also. So simply you can utilize these two sentences. There is significant relationship between, or there is no significant relationship between. If there is a no significant relationship, it stands for null hypothesis. If there is any relationship between two variables, we can call it as alternative hypothesis. Coming to findings, yes, findings play a very crucial role because findings are nothing but how we are going to test your hypothesis. Based upon that hypothesis testing result, you will get finding. For example, if two factors are significant, statistically significant with each other, you proved by utilizing one particular statistical tool. Yes, that is your finding. For example, if two factors are not related with each other, if one factor is not at all significant or insignificant with other factor, definitely it is finding. So findings are always depends upon the, based upon the testing hypothesis results, you will frame findings. So findings, it is about the results obtained from your study or your investigation, how you conducted in a systematic manner. So you need to write entire research based upon entire research. You need to write because you need to pay a lot of attention while you are writing your findings, especially in social sciences, because findings will give you the problems. Because if any study which is related to the social science, it will be useful for any type of society. Definitely your findings are valuable. So before writing the findings, please pay your attention, be careful, please give your due diligence while writing your findings. Next, coming to suggestions, yes, what type of recommendations you are going to give, you need to remember based upon finding what you are going to suggest. Otherwise you are giving the recommendations which is already existing. Otherwise you are going to suggest any new recommendations based upon your experiences or based upon your observation by conducting your study, because these suggestions will also the best feedback you are going to give to the society, to the public. So definitely in your paper or thesis or any type of dissertation, definitely research paper discuss section conclusion, suggestions will play very crucial role. So findings, how you are going to address the problem and how you are going to give few recommendations or few suggestions to the society based upon your entire research. So recommendations are covered in your discussion and conclusion sections. Remember, your suggestions must also reflect in the conclusion part. Next, conclusion. This is the final part of any research article writing. That is conclusion. Again, you need to mention what type of significance your study has actually, how that study is going to address the existing issues, what type of theories you have taken, what type of hypothesis you have taken, what type of objectives you are going to reach, and what type of results you have, what type of suggestions you are going to give. Everything will be there in brief conclusion. So this is about format of a simple research article writing. If you will take any paper published in Scoopus journals or any AUGCK journals or any type of ABDC journals, this is the basic format we have. Coming to references, I told you I will explain about how we are going to write a reference in Word document. Today I will explain the references. So reference is about bibliography only. So any reference, if you are taking from any book or book chapters, conference proceedings or journals or any type of thesis or general newspaper clippings or anything, so references you need to write. Okay, so references, from sources where you have collected or you have mentioned. So citations you need to write. So references, uh, all the respondents, you got the clarity about this? Please respond. Yes, you just please. I'm going to the next topic. You understood till now? Please just give your thumbs up in the comment section. Please. Okay. So this is the basic and simple format of research paper writing. Next, I'm going to explain about, see, now I will show you my article, one article which is published in Scoopus actually. So just I will show you it. Is it visible for you all? Please respond. Any one candidate. Is it visible? Yes. Is it visible, sir?
No,
Is it visible? I'm unable to hear.
no, ma'am, no.
Okay, sir. Again, I will show you. Now, is it visible, sir? Now, is it visible? My article is visible.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
This is actually my article which was published in Scoopus Journal, that is an international journal of professional business review. Just I'm taking this journal for writing one simple reference. Just if you have, if you are using any personal laptops or desktop, please open your Word document. Please open. Is this Word document is visible for you all?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So now what I'm going to write reference for this. Okay. See, just take, it is a journal. Okay. See, in this references, we have, see, file, home, insert, design, layout, and references. Yes. Take this references. So here you have insert citation. You have insert citation. So in that, please click on add new source. So please click add new source. So you need to mention the entire content in this. So you will get your bibliographic citation. Before this, see, we have different types of reference citation styles, reference styles exclusively for our social sciences. Mostly we will use the APA, that is American Psychological Association reference style only. See, MS Office will support, MS Word will support APA, Chicago, GB 7714, Ghost 2003, Harvard, IEEE, ISO, MLA. So different reference styles we have. Now I'm going to how you are now we are going I'm going to tell how you need to write citation by utilizing APA format. Okay, first go to insert citation, add new source, then so now see type of source. What type of source I'm using? It is a journal article. So book, if you have book, you can mention book, or book section, it is for book chapter, or journal article. So now I'm using journal article. If your article is published in any periodical, or if you are taking any source from conference proceedings or from report. So now I'm using journal article. So a journal article you can. The
Excuse me,
language.
ma'am. Sorry, your only that Scopus article is being shown on the screen.
Okay,
Are you sharing the Word or document as well? I mean, that MS Word
yes,
also, are you
madam.
sharing?
Yes, madam. I am sharing MS Word. It is not. Is it not? Is not. It is not visible, madam.
Yeah, it's not visible. I can only
Okay,
see
madam.
the article, ma'am.
Okay, madam. Okay, I will. I will show you.
Yeah.
See, just remember, this is journal article. I will tell you. See, just 1 minute, madam. So just observe here. I have journal name. I have ISSN number. I have authors. Everything, and also here they clearly mentioned. So all these things I have, ISSN number, everything I have. Now I will mention all these things in that particular journal, in that particular citation style. So just see, I have this volume number 8, issue number 2, everything we need to understand. Just observe all these things. Now I will enter in Word document. Just observe once. Just see once. I'm showing again. Journal name, title of the manuscript, published date we have, and authors names we have. Again we have, just observe here, volume number, issue number I have, and page numbers I have. So these things I need to remember for writing. I need to mention all these things in Word document. Now I will show the Word document. Is it visible for you all now? Word document? Yes,
Yes,
madam.
madam.
Yes, madam. Yes. See, observe. In this Word document, I have file, home, insert, design, layout, and references. Yes. References I need to tick. Now, please observe, for social sciences, mostly we will use APA format only for reference types. The actually MS Word will support APA, Chicago, GB 7714, Ghost 2003, and Ghost title sort, Harvard, IEEE. So we have so many reference styles. Now I'm going to utilize APA format. Next, insert citation. You need to go to insert citation. Next, add new source. We need to take this new source. So here, see, observe type of source. Whether I am taking the content from book, or I am taking content from book section, or I am taking content from journal article, or I am taking content from article and periodical, or conference proceedings, or report. I'm taking from journal article. So that is my thing. And here we have language, English India or English United States. Obviously, it has default language United States only. So I need to mention other names. So just I am mentioning other names. Otherwise, you can directly copy it from when you are doing or using your own laptop, because for screen visibility, I'm typing actually. But you can copy and you can paste here. You can copy it from your article, then you can easily paste on your source. Next, you are not at all a corporate author. Title, you need to mention the title of the manuscript. For example, measurement of, I'm mentioning measurement of users acceptance of fintech products. That is my manuscript title, for example. Next, journal name, I need to mention my journal name, International Journal of Professional Business Review. Next, year it was published, you can mention month also. See, here you have show all bibliographic fields. Please click on that checkbox. So city, yes, I done it in AP. Next, year 2022 actually I have done, but it was published in 2023. Month, it was published in February. Next, day we don't know. Pages, maybe for example 1 to 13 or 1 to 15, the page numbers. If you know the editor name, please mention. Next, publisher name, if you know, please mention. Open access publishers. Volume, that means volume, maybe volume 4 or issue 8. Short title, if you have standard number, that is ISSN number, ISSN, please mention some 2043, like that you can mention. Just I'm giving you some number. So medium, monthly access, if you have digital object identifier number, or if you have any website reference, please you can add. Yes, just click on OK. Your citation entered, but immediately it won't be visible on your screen. For that, what you need to do, go to bibliography. Please click on bibliography. So what you have entered, it will be visible as this. Yes, Professor JKC, 2023 February. Measurement of user acceptance of fintech products. Journal name is visible. Issue number 4, 8. See, sometimes ISSN number may not be visible for this APA format, because in APA format also you have different editions. It is just 6th edition. ISSN number won't be it may not be visible. So in this way, you need to write citation or reference citation by using MS Office. Understood? All the participants, have you understood? You got the clarity?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. In this way, you need to write citation. Next I'm going to explain about how you need to prepare a small questionnaire. See, we have different types of questions. So for this purpose, I am going to utilize one small Google form actually. Now I will tell you. Now I am going to show you one Google form. Is it visible for you all? Google form?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
No, ma'am.
Okay, again I will show you. Now is it visible?
Yes,
Google
ma'am.
form? Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Please understand. See, mainly we have two types of questions: open-ended questions, closed-ended questions. So if you will take open-ended questions, so no need to give any multiple choice, no need to give opinions, no need to take limited answers. We don't have any limited answers for open-ended questions, but you will limit the students respondents response for closed-ended questions. So just take Google form. See, I will explain you different types of questions you can frame by utilizing. For example, name. Just you want to take name of the respondent. Yes, for name, it is definitely open-ended question only. Simply you can mention it is a short answer. Yes, it is okay. Next, go to the next question. So click on this add question plus mark. Next, what you are just you want to know the gender. Yes. So gender, definitely we have only two genders. You can mention you if you want to third gender also you can mention. So just I want to mention it is multiple choice only. So I'm clicking on multiple choice. Just male and female. So this is one multiple choice question. Okay. Next, another thing I want to take. For example, age I want to take. Age of the respondent I want to take. So already we covered one open-ended question, one multiple choice question. Now I'm utilizing the same multiple choice by using checkbox. Checkbox I'm using. For example, please mention your age may be between 21 to 30 or 31 to 40. Next, 51, 41 to 50 like that. So it is check boxes. So there is a difference for gender question and age question. I will show you the difference. Next, I'm going to add one more question. So I already used short answer. I utilized multiple choice finish. Check boxes already finished. Now I'm going to explain about drop down. Yes, drop down. For example, your place of residence. That whether you are staying in any rural area or urban area, anything, just take drop down. So drop down is different. See, drop down. So I'm just taking rural, semi-urban or urban. So just this is one type of format. Next, we already finished multiple choice, short answer, check boxes, and drop down. See, file upload. File upload stands for you can upload any file here actually. Any Word document, any image, you can upload anything you can upload. So just we will go to the next thing, linear scale. So now you are going to give rating. For example, now you are going to give rating for any aspect. For example, student performance, I am going to rate. Student performance, I am going to rate. So here you need to decide the rating points from 1 to 5 I want to give. For example, I want to give, I want to measure the student performance in taking initiation. Student initiation. Next, another aspect I am going to give student attention. So these are the things I want to mention. For example, next, so this is linear scale. Next, next we have multiple choice grid. So multiple choice grid, how we are going to give. So here, yes, multiple choice grid I have. So here you can mention, for example, if when you have multiple factors to measure, at that time you need to go with this multiple choice grid. For example, I want to measure the customer satisfaction. That is my heading. Customer satisfaction. I want to measure actually. So by rows and columns, we need to understand. Rows actually parameters. Columns are nothing but your level of satisfaction. For example, customer satisfaction, product quality. That is one parameter I am going to take. Second aspect, for example, product price I am going to take. Next, customer service, that is another parameter I am going to assess. So these are the three aspects or three parameters I want to assess customer satisfaction. Yes. First thing, columns. These will be visible on columns format. See, not at all satisfied. Next, some more satisfied. Next, moderately. Next, satisfied, highly satisfied. So just I'm giving you in this way. Okay. So next question. This is multiple choice grid. Next, the same question we will give you by utilizing tick box grid. It is different. So tick box grid, it is different. So same columns, customer satisfaction. So now just product quality, sorry, product quality. Next, product price. Next, customer customer service. So next here I have not at all satisfied. Yes, you can mention no, very low. Sorry, we can start from very low, low, moderate, high, very high. Just I mean, questions formulation finished, structure finished. So now we finished all aspects and date. So we will take one more question. So date we want to take. So date. So date, month, year, that will be the standard format. So time, just mention. Next, last option you have any type of time only you have. So you have these type of questions. Now we will see review of this Google form. See once, name of the respondent, gender. This is multiple choice format. Next, age. See, age is checkbox. See once, checked box. Next, place of residence. This is drop down. Rural, semi-urban, urban. Next, student performance. Yes, I want to take students initiation. I want to rank 1. I want to rate, or I want to give 3, or I want to give 4, or I want to give 5. Yes. Next, customer satisfaction. See, this is checkbox grid. This is multiple choice grid. See, customer satisfaction, product quality, moderately satisfied, product price, highly satisfied, customer service, satisfied. Customer satisfaction, this is checkbox grid. For example, low, product quality, product price, high, customer service, very high. For example, now date I want to mention. Yes, today's date is 15th. Yes, date already mentioned. Time. So you can mention the time now. Maybe it is 1854. So you can mention 1854. Yes, submit. So I got one response. Now I will see that response. Yes. Is it visible for you all? Please respond.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. I got response. Yes. Gender, age, place, student performance, customer satisfaction. Customer satisfaction. This is checkbox grid. So time and date and time. So this in this way I will get responses. Okay. How I need to download those responses from Excel sheet? See, link to sheets. You have download responses. See, actually by default we have MS Excel extension is dot. Uh, Here the extension will change. That is dot CSV. But it is an Excel extension only. You need to download the response. Yes, response will be downloaded. Yes, you got response here. Yes, you got response here. So it is. So actually the response gone. Wait, I will show you. Actually, it is not opening. Okay. So I got response. In that way, I need to open my responses. Okay. How I need to give coding for the question. For example, for the first question, what I have responses, that is just I mentioned it is female I mentioned. So male is 1, female is 2. For example, if you will take age, if you will take age, 21 to 30 will come under label 1. 31 to 40 we need to decode it as 2. 41 to 50 we need to decode it as 3. Understood? Is it visible for you all, the question ID?
Yes, madam.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. So gender, male is coding 1. Male code will be 1. Female code will be 2. Next, if you will come with age, 21 to 30 is our first option. So that is 1. 31 to 40, 2. 41 to 50, 3. For example, the people who opted the age of 21 to 30 will come under 1. Their response will be coded as 1. For example, if any respondent will be opted the age of 31 to 40, all the respondents' response will be changed as 2. 41 to 50, it will be changed as 3. For example, I will show you the existing questionnaire. Already responses I have for that. Yes. See, this is so this is the one questionnaire. I got 28 responses for this Google form questionnaire. So I have few responses also for this. Actually, wait, I will show you. Okay. Now it will be visible for you. Yes, see this? I have responses for my questionnaire. See once. Is it visible for you all?
Yes, ma'am.
Responses
Yes,
are
ma'am.
yes. See how I will code this. See, actually, every Google form is associated with a timestamp. So please copy all the responses in another Excel sheet because this is in CSV format. Please copy in a normal Excel form. Okay, Excel sheet you can. So now what I'm doing, I'm just copying only this male and female in another Excel file. Now I'm opening one more Excel file. I'm copying it. Yes, I have pasted here. Yes, actually, this is my question. You need to give question number also. So here, that is my question number is age. That is sorry, gender. I pasted. Question number is 2. So you need to mention it is Q2. Q2. This is the question number called Q2. Okay. So now just select all the responses first. Just select all the responses. Now, what I need to do? So what about male? What is the code for male? It is 1 or 2? It is 1. For female, it is 2. Okay. So now select, see, just select all the things. Just go here, find and select you have. So find, please find male. I want to replace the entire male with find, replace with 1. Yes, replace all. Wait. So find. So I want to replace male with 1. Yes, my response is changed. See once. All male responses changed. 1, 1, 1. Next, see, FE1 we got actually female. So that is the reason we got Fe1. That is female. So now what I need to do? I need to take this P1. I need to replace this P1 with number 2. So again go with find, take that response, replace with 2. Yes, replace all. So now the entire response is coded. Coding already finished. Understood till now? All the participants, please respond. Please respond.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Next. So in this way, I need to decode my questionnaire responses. For every question, you need to understand it is a multiple choice question. See, this coding is not possible for open-ended questions. Please remember. Coding is only possible for when you have multiple options, multiple alternatives. Please remember, it is not possible for open-ended questions, open answers when you have, because there is unlimited answers you can give. So there is no, we cannot code. See, when you have this unlimited answers or any short answer or open-ended responses, please keep it in findings, or please keep it in suggestions, or please maintain it in conclusion. So no need to code here. So the coding taken place. Now, how we need to upload the entire content into SPSS. Okay. See, in tomorrow's session, I will explain about how you need to download IBM SPSS free version. So now I'm using free version only. Please take look of this IBM SPSS software. Is it visible for you all? IBM SPSS statistics?
No, ma'am.
It is not visible for you? Okay.
No, it's not.
Okay. Yes. Now, is it visible for you all?
Yes, ma'am, it's
IBM,
Yes,
visible.
ma'am.
IBM SPSS statistics. This is free version. So you can download it from IBM SPSS free trial version for 1 month. Yes, it is opened. Now I have one existing response sheet. Now I will upload it. See. So you need to save that Excel sheet with you. So go to File, Import Data, or Open. Anything you can take. Open Data. So data, my Excel sheet is there on desktop. So I see you have files of type. So you need to take Excel sheet, that is .xls or XLSM. So please click on that extension. So the files which have this type of extension will be opened. See, book 3 I have. This is my Excel file name. So I am opening now. So now it is asking. Yes. Okay. Click on it. My responses will be uploaded. My Excel sheet coded Excel sheet will be uploaded in this IBM SPSS software. Yes, my response is uploaded. My response is uploaded on IBM SPSS statistics platform. Okay. So this is, so I have 16 questions. See, why I mentioned the question as Q1, Q2, please see, when you have huge characters in your question, we cannot accommodate in our SPSS. So that is the reason, please give question numbers Q1, Q2. See, in your question ID, please take the printout of it, please write it Q1. What is your question number 1? What is your question number 2? Anything, please write. Please, for options also, multiple choice questions when you have, for alternatives also, please write coding. For example, male 1, female 2, because for easily understanding what type of variables you are taking, what type of dependent or independent variables you are identifying, everything, please take a note on paper, so then you can easily analyze it. So this is for today's session. Okay. Okay, if you have any queries, you can ask me. All the candidates, please, if you have you understood the entire session, please respond. And if you have any queries, please, you can ask.
Thank
Ma'am, what is the difference between bibliography and citation, ma'am?
Madam, actually, bibliography is nothing but how many references you are giving. For example, for your literature, you have a number of sources. You will mention entire thing in under bibliography. Every source is one citation from where you got it. Every reference is for example, you have 150 references, it will come under entire bibliography. It is a database, we can say. In this MS Office, it will be stored as a database. I only entered one citation, that is one citation only.
Okay, so you meant to say where we have taken the source is a bibliography. From the source where all we have quoted, that becomes a citation, ma'am.
Madam, actually, bibliography is collection of different resources, madam. Okay.
Okay.
And citation, for example, if you written any article, if they will refer your article, if any other researcher refer your article, and if they will mention your article as their reference, it will also a citation also. It is also a citation. Because
Ma'am, in some articles they'll have both bibliography and references, no, ma'am. Then what is it?
actually bibliography and references are same, madam, because different references collection is bibliography only. Synonym is, that's it, madam. It is a synonym, that's it.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. And just listen, I have one more thing to say. Just I will share my screen with you. Is that PPT is visible for you all?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
See, we have different types of reference styles. See, popular citation styles. So MLA is Modern Language Association for different disciplines called English, literature, foreign languages, communication, religious studies. Mostly they will use MLA format, reference citation style. American Psychological Association for us, that is for social sciences like psychology, education, business, economics, nursing, and linguistic studies. Next, Chicago style for historical, fine arts, anthropology, and philosophy. IEEE, it is exclusively for engineering disciplines. And the CSE for biological sciences and physical sciences, chemical sciences, and for geology also. So mostly it depends upon the disciplinary or field also, the citation style may change. So we have different citation styles according to different disciplines. Okay. Any other queries we have? Any other questions from respondents, from participants?
Good evening, ma'am. The session was very useful.
Okay,
I have
madam.
learned how to do the citation and the Google form, ma'am. Very, very much thank you for this, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much, madam. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm just started my research just now. I have registered for it, and it will be
Okay.
much helpful for me, ma'am.
Okay, madam. Please attend tomorrow's session also because you are going to learn so many things in tomorrow's session, madam.
Sure, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, ma'am. Any other queries from the respondents?
Hello, ma'am. I want to know how
Yes, sir.
to mention research gap in the paper. Research gap.
Sir, just do one thing. If you see it, if you want to write a research article, the research gap is different. If you want to write any thesis, the research gap is different because the number of references, the number of sources we are going to take for a research article, it is limited for. It will be very limited. If you will take it for your thesis, it will be different. Please try to write the list of factors what you are going to assess. The existing studies have. That means the existing studies variables you need to understand. Otherwise, you are going to assess these aspects by considering new parameters or anything. So existing literature only covered all these aspects. I'm going to extend my study by considering different factors. Just you can mention in this way you can understand what you are going, what is the barrier or what is the limitation the existing study has, and what you are going to overcome that limitation from the past studies. In that way what you want to do your research, so that in that way you can identify your research gaps. The existing studies ignorance will be your source for your research problem.
Okay, madam. Thank you. Okay.
Okay, sir. Any other queries?
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, sir.
Ma'am, I want to clarify that how we can publish our research paper in UGC care listed, ma'am.
Sir,
Nowadays,
tomorrow's session is
for
for that only, sir.
API cache purpose,
Yes.
UGC care paper is only allowing the for the promotion. So how will
Yes, sir.
it be?
Tomorrow's
Uh,
session is only about that, sir. How you are
okay,
going to search UGC care journals. I will
because it
explain
is,
the real, the existing situation also. I will explain, sir, in tomorrow's
yeah,
session.
yeah.
Please
Thank you.
attend tomorrow's session.
Thank you.
Okay. Any other queries you have?
No, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Okay. If you have any queries, you can ask. Otherwise, we will wind up the session. Uh,
Hello, ma'am.
yes, yes.
Yeah, ma'am. Session was very nice and informative. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Okay, okay, madam.
Yes, ma'am. My doubt is
Mm.
now recently I have registered with PhD topic. So
Okay.
while we prepare first chapter, are we
Uh,
required to give the details of other chapters in that
madam,
first chapter?
actually, madam, you have
Yes.
you have one format for thesis writing. There is,
Yes.
uh, yes, thesis writing. That means you are going to mention one final book thesis writing. So you need
Yes.
to give in front papers. You are going to give chapterization. For example, chapter
Yes.
one. What is your content? Chapter two. What is your what element you are going to mention? So chapterization. You need to give in the front papers or initial papers, not in the introduction part.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you so
Okay.
much.
Okay. Uh, and progress organizers.
So thank you so much, ma'am, for your wonderful presentation. I think this
Yes.
session has gone with full of informations and it's very useful to the participants. And we'll meet tomorrow. All the participants also, thank you so much for the wonderful session. Has gone with success and tomorrow we'll meet you.
Thank you
Thank
so
you so
much.
much, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.